Greetings. Today's video is brought to you by our safety partners at Great River Harley-Davidson in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Today I want to talk about one of the simplest things that we can do as motorcycle operators, and that is parking lot practice. Things like U-turns, getting into a parking spot without doing that backing maneuver where we're constantly pushing our motorcycle. What I have set up right now in a nice, clear, vacant parking lot is some parking spots. I have them marked with cones. You don't need cones to do this. You just need to have a parking spot, a parking lot with 2-3 spaces available where you can practice doing these techniques. I recommend starting out with 3 and then working down from there. I just have the cones here, so it's a good visual reference for you as I talk about this. So let's do a couple runs. So starting with the 3 parking stall configuration, if we come in more towards 1 and we have 3 spots available to us, we can make our little U-turn, end up in the middle of this parking spot, and right here, I can shut down without ever backing my motorcycle up. The reason I can do that is that I'm in the center of the spot. I'm not past the end. If I wanted to give myself a little more room, I can move a couple feet back before dismounting and parking my motorcycle facing outward. Obviously, when you have spots open behind you, you don't have to do a U-turn. You could drive straight in. But let's say that was a curb on the backside, or that was a line of vehicles on the backside. What we want to practice is the low speed maneuvering and control to turn in limited spaces. In this case, 3 parking spots. All right, let's do a couple more runs at the wider distance. It's a combination throttle, clutch, brake. Coming in to control your motorcycle, I got 3 spots available here. I can do this pretty slow and in an upright position. Make sure you got your handlebars square at the stop and under control. Right here, I could shut down and I'm good to go. So as we get comfortable with 3 parking spots, and let me do it the other way. Most people have a preferred way, right? Whether it's turning to the left or turning to the right. Turning to the left is my preferred, but coming in here, turning to the right, you could do a similar thing. Head and eyes up, handlebar square at that stop, nice and smooth and gentle with the controls. Within 3 parking spots, really easy to get pointed in the correct direction. Now let's do 2. So if I have 2 spots available, it's a tighter turn. So coming in to make that tighter turn, again, with only 2 spots available, you're going to be pressed up against this other parking spot. So if you have cars on either side, yeah, you're going to have to pick and choose whether you really want to do this technique or not. But what this allows you to do is practice U-turns, especially for 2-lane roadways. Come in and just practice going from, and these lanes are 8.5 feet wide. So this was a 17-foot turn within 2 parking spots. Add another 8.5 feet if you're doing 3, all right? Do it one more time. Coming in, combination throttle, clutch, brake. Coming to that stop again. If I want to back up more into that parking spot, I can. Again, understanding that if there's a car here, I'm a little close. I would want to be more towards the center. But this is a good parking lot practice for doing U-turns. Now, if you didn't want to stop, you could actually come into 1 parking spot, right? So if I'm using 3, practice my U-turns. On the opposite side here, I have 3 spots available. So I can do an oval. I can also do a figure 8 where I come in and I can do U-turn to the left, U-turn to the right, crisscrossing. And on both sides of the aisle here, I'm doing my U-turns. Again, trying to only use 2 spots, or at least shrinking that down. Come into one side, come into the other side. Again, and it's okay. Let's say you come in the middle, right? I'm in the middle of this lane. and I could split it like that. So it's not a matter of just conforming to 2 parking spots or 3. It's about control of your motorcycle, smooth throttle, clutch, brake action to control your speed and ultimately get stopped in a good pull-out position. And you can back up right into position. Now I don't have to back my motorcycle out. If there was stuff here where I couldn't pull straight through, and obviously my Goldwing has reverse, right? So it's not a big deal for me to pull straight in somewhere and then have to back it out using my thumb to get the reverse working. But if you could park your motorcycle in this configuration where you're turned around and ready to go, when you hop on your motorcycle and you're ready to leave, just get on and pull out. Three spots. Two spots. And it's just a matter of practice. Tightening it up as you can. Like I said, combination of throttle, clutch, brake. As always, we want you to gear up for every ride and ride safe. See you next time.